made it to Pie Town and I stayed at the famous Toaster House, even though it's essentially abandoned and kind of smells like something died in there. Yeah, I was a little scared to stay in there because I guess sometimes there's squatters and stuff. But I wanted to be able to say that I did, and thankfully there was actually another hiker. So yeah, we thugged it out for the night, and then I spent the next day looking at my maps and treating myself to breakfast and eating pie, obviously. I ate so much pie in Pie Town that I actually wasn't really that hungry for dinner at camp that night. I was like literally force feeding myself this food. But yeah, I knew I was going to need the nutrition because I was going to start pushing for really big days this week. I started cowboy camping. Yay. I'm in my cowboy camping era. Mostly because I just got tired of setting up my tent and putting it away every morning, especially because it saves me time in the evenings and in the morning to not have to deal with it, and then I can get more miles in. I also started eating breakfast on the road to save myself time in the mornings because, yeah, I'm just trying to push for really big days in the flat areas that are a lot of road. At this point, I think I was starting to feel a little burnt out, but then I was pleasantly surprised with the Narrows. This area was so beautiful, and I got to camp up there, and it looked out across the lava fields, which I was gonna hike in the next day. But it turned out to be really fun. It kind of felt like a video game, hiking through these lava fields, and yeah, it was honestly like so stunning. But yeah, after that, my shoes were trashed and I was feeling pretty drained and ready to get to the next town. I got my first hitch into town, and it was with a really sweet old couple. It was like nothing sketchy. But they only took me so far, and then I had to get a second hitch. Do you do that often?
I was, yeah. I haven't done it lately, but yeah, I was doing it every night for a while.
Is it like dreaming?
Yeah, a bit. Yeah, maybe actually. So here's where hikers.
But then I was in town, and one of my trail buddies who I hadn't seen in a while, we synced back up in this town and got to share a room, which was sweet. I try not to stay in towns for too long. Like at this point, I haven't even taken a 0 day.
Look, I was on 145th of St. Nick, taking that 8 train down to the mix. Complex wasn't really paying me shit, and Def Jam had me getting sandwiches. Got one for Big Sean, but at least.
Yeah. Yeah, just gotta keep it moving. At this point, I was feeling pretty stoked because I could feel myself growing more confident and also faster. But even then, I still try to find time for slowness and really make the most of my breaks. I really like to take breaks by water when I can find it because that's normally where the wildlife is. And yeah, I just get to have a moment where we get to hang out. And this week was also super exciting because I saw my first aspen, which is something I've been really looking forward to, is spending time with aspen this summer because it's one of my favorite trees. At this point, I feel like I could say that I really have fallen in love with the desert. It's just so beautiful and there's so many unexpected surprises. I feel like when you think about desert, it's just like brown nothingness. Um, but no, there's so many beautiful colors and textures, and I know that my time in this area is like starting to come to a close, and so I really just wanted to make the most of it. That being said, water is so hard to find, and so yeah, just feeling so grateful to spots like this that are caches for hikers with waters. This one was really special because they had some really good snacks, so that was awesome. Yeah, I was feeling myself because I'm going fast. Like within 2 weeks, this is my third town stop. Um, and I've discovered my favorite thing in towns is breakfast. When I start craving things, I'm thinking about breakfast.
Okay, these ones are free, and it's right over.
This was my last town that I stopped in New Mexico, so I just like lazed around here all day and soaked it in. And honestly, even though like it was kind of a silly day, I got emotional because I was feeling really sad about leaving New Mexico. Oh my gosh. Bruh. I feel like not a lot of people, or maybe this is just like my ignorant perception, but I feel like not everyone knows how beautiful northern New Mexico is. I was gagged this day. I know I still have so much of the trail left, and the other states are going to be beautiful too, but New Mexico is really going to hold such a special place in my heart.